All right, we're back. I know it took way longer than I said in my last video. I kind of lied to you guys on that, but it's not totally my fault. The PC took a dive, Windows 10 updated, did something funky on the inside, lost a bunch of footage, reinstalled Windows 10, finally got the issue solved. As you can see, the stairs are done. I have a video coming out on that, but today we're actually working with Pergo. I'm gonna put it throughout the upstairs hallway that's attached to the new laundry room, all the way through the master bedroom, and show you guys kind of how I do it. So let's go knock it out. All right, so the Pergo Outlast will always go down with style and grace as long as you follow a few steps. First step is make sure your floor is clean, do a sweep, and then hit it with a shop vac. This stuff has no flex to it. It's pretty stiff, unlike laminate, so any seams are gonna be tough if you have even like the smallest pebble underneath. It's gonna put one spot higher when you're trying to get your joints to connect. Speaking about joints connecting, people have noticed and mentioned on my last video about Pergo that it's tight. It's really hard to get it to clip together, and that is a good thing for a waterproof floor. It's making sure that any moisture or water that's sitting on the top layer doesn't have a chance of getting in, being so tight. So it's good to go buy a pull bar. It's just basically a bar you can set on top of your flooring and use a hammer to actually get it to connect and get a nice sealed seam. All right, let's go ahead and sweep this. All right, now that we got our initial sweep done, the next thing that I'm personally gonna do, this isn't a must, I'm gonna take a compact driver and a couple of screws and hit all my joints. What this is gonna do is, since I can see that these are down with nails, nails tend to, as you walk on them, pull up. As moisture and seasons change and stuff like that, the wood expands and shrinks. That results in squeaky floors. So to cure that and make sure that I don't have that problem down the road, and while I actually have this all exposed, a couple screws on the joints should do it. Okay, so screws are in. Obviously, we need a spot to start from. Coming out of laundry room, use no transition here, and we come out beyond the wall. So I'm gonna have to rip a couple pieces down on the table saw here, go do that, and then we'll have a spot to build off of. All right, so our starting point is set. Now we're ready to start running our first row. Obviously, we're starting from this side just because of the way the seams go, and we have a funky corner. So you could waste a bunch of time, use the tape measure, try to eyeball it to figure out your cuts, or you could use pretty much the box it comes in. You cut the face off of it, and we're just gonna cut this down. It's the same thickness as the board. Cut us a template, mark our board, go downstairs, make our cuts, make it nice and easy. All right, so we got our template made. Slide it into place one-handed here. All right, that's nice and tight. We can't see the seams. Goes all the way to our end, which we want. Now we have to just go downstairs, put this on top of a starter board, cut our triangle out, and with luck, it'll just slide in. All right, so that's all cut out. We're starting to move along here. We got this end piece to put in. But as you can see, our door trim's in the way. Now normally I'd take an oscillating saw and cut out the bottom so this just slides underneath, but this whole door is actually going away. This closet's gonna get flipped, turned around, and actually be a part of the master bedroom down the road. So I'm just gonna pull this whole thing out. All right, so our first complete row is out. Got the trim off this door. Gonna wall that in sometime this week. But now what happens if you come to one that you're not pulling off completely? I'm gonna show you guys how to just cut that away and just slide directly underneath it. So pretty much gonna do the same thing that I've been doing with the cardboard here. Obviously this next row is gonna be pretty tricky going around these stairs. The big thing is planning out your seams so that they meet right. This seam's here, I got about 6 inches past that. That's what you want for most of your seams, is make sure you have 6 inches in between so that your joints are nice and strong. I got to cut out around here so this fits in there. And then, of course, this row also goes into the bedroom doorway. All right, got the hard part out of the way. Now time to just fill the rest of this up. All right, we're closing in on this. Just wanted to show you guys how this track works. You got your metal track, gets screwed to the floor. You got your color match, one side for carpet, one to go on top of your floor. Have your groove. That groove gets hammered down into this track after you screw it down. It's a one-shot go after you get it in. There's no pulling it up without destroying it, so make sure you do it right. I'll show you guys how to do it right now. Okay, that's it for today. Just get this cleaned up, grab a shower. All right, all cleaned up. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you got something out of this, whether it's a trick of the trade or whatever else. Pergo, can't suggest it more. I like it more than hardwood or anything like that. Speaking of hardwood, if you want to learn how to take carpeted stairs that look like this and turn them into hardwood stairs that look like this, I got that video coming up, so make sure you hit the bell so you're notified when that pops up. Also going to be keeping you updated on all the projects we have going on the front of the house and upstairs. We have windows going out, we have a mold issue we're gonna fix, and I'm gonna walk you guys through that, along with some other videos of just renovating and life renovation, getting healthier, stuff like that. All right, thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. Take it easy.